So Andrey Rublev and Hurkacz, they're facing off in the semis of Miami. Now, Rublev has actually had a pretty easy path to the semis, if you ask me. So, and if you're new to this channel, as a lot of people know, I will go through their individual matches. I will go through head to head, and then I will make the prediction from there. So Rublev, I believe he has played 4 matches as virtue of being a seed, right? All the seeds get a bye, so he gets one last match to play. So in his first 2 matches, he only lost 6 games combined. So dominant performances in those 2. He then played Cilic, and then he beat him 6-4, 6-4. So a little bit stiffer resistance from the Grand Slam champion, because Cilic is always dangerous to the Grand Slam champion. And even though he may not be at his prime, he's still a dangerous player to come across. He then played Korda, and he beat Korda 7-5, 7-6 in straight sets. So good wins for Rublev. We're going to see if he can keep that up. Because even in the match against Korda was injured, and Rublev was still kind of struggling. So it's going to be interesting to see whether he can, fix that, because he cannot throw away opportunities in that last set against Korda that he did against Hurkacz, because Hurkacz will make him pay if he does the same thing. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Now Hurkacz, he has also played 4 matches because he was seeded. He's seeded 26th, so he played 4 matches. He first played against Kudla, he beat him 7-6, 6-4. Shapovalov, he beat him 6-3, 7-6. And then he played Raonic to get through him in the 3rd set tiebreak, 4-6, 6-3, 7-6. And then he played Tsitsipas, he beat him 2-6, 6-3, 6-4. So, very, he had to play 2 3-setters already, while Rublev had it. So the question is that, will he be tired? Is he going to burn out? Because, he has had to play 2 3-setters while his opponent hasn't even dropped a set in this tournament. So that's an interesting fact to know. So Rublev and Hurkacz have only met once, which was in Rome last year. They met in Rome last year, and Hurkacz leads that 3-0. They met in Rome, right? When the tour resumed after the COVID hiatus, right? They met in Rome, and Hurkacz won that one 7-6, 3-6, 6-2. So the question is that, will Hurkacz be able to gain confidence? Because we know that Rublev, he's beaten him before, and Rublev wasn't so good in the quarterfinal. So, especially in that last set, he wasn't so good. So the question is that, will Hurkacz maybe be able to gain confidence? Will he be able to use that as a stepping stone to kind of gain confidence to maybe have a shot at beating him? So, out of my prediction, I'm going to pick, for this one, I'm going to pick Rublev in 3 sets. I think Rublev is just on another level. I don't think Hurkacz will be able to match him. I think he'll keep it close because he's played really well in Miami. Made his first matches went out in semi. He's played extremely well in Miami so far, but I don't think he can keep it up. I think, well, he can keep up his good level of play, but I don't think he'll be able to get a step further. I don't think that Rublev will let him win. I think Rublev is going to win this one because he's just on another level. He's just too brilliant right now to go. So, right, I know that Rublev isn't going to go away quietly. I know that for sure. But I don't think Hurkacz can do this. My pick is Rublev in 3 sets. That's my prediction. So, Jannik and Roberto Bautista Agut, they're facing off in the semifinals of Miami. Now, each of them have had to play 5 matches to get here. But let's start with Sinner. Sinner's a great, young player that will do well in the future. But let's start with what he's played 4 matches. He was a seed, so he's played 4 matches in the virtue of being a seed. He first played Gaston the first round. He beat him 6-2, 6-2. He played Khachanov in the second round. He had to use 3 sets, but he was able to win it 4-6, 7-6, 6-4, which he extended his lead to 2-1 over Khachanov. He then played rising youngster Rublev in the round of 16, who had just beaten such as Zverev, who was in good form, won the title in Acapulco. So it was a good win for Rublev, but he was able to beat him, fend him off 6-3, 6-2. He then played Alexander Bublik, who was in good form, and I thought Bublik would beat him because he was in good form and he looked like he could do it, but Sinner was able to impressively beat him in straight sets, 7-6, 6-4. And now he plays Roberto Bautista again in the semis. Now, Bautista again, I would say, has had it's not even a similar role at all. He's had way tougher matches. Right? He's had to play tougher matches than Sinner has because in the first round he did get a walkover, so he did get a little extra rest. But in the second round he had to play one-liner Struff, and he had to come from a set down to beat him 4-6, 6-3, 6-2. I mean, he now played John Isner, the big server who had defeated FAA in an impressive straight win. He was able to beat him 3-6, 4-6, 6-3, 6-3, 4-6, 7-6. He had to defend up for match point against Isner round 16. He had to defend up for match point. He then played Medvedev in the quarters, and he was able to beat Medvedev impressively, straight set, 6-4, 6-2. And Medvedev had just won a title. He's been in good form all this season, so it was a good win for RBA, impressive win for RBA in that regard. Now, Sinner and Bautista they've only met once, and Sinner leads the head-to-head 1-0. He won their match in 3 sets back when they played in Dubai. So it was only a couple weeks ago, but Sinner won that one in 3 sets. Now my prediction here, I'm torn on this one. This one is really tough to predict because RBA is more established, while Sinner, is a great young player, and the head-to-head also suggests maybe Sinner will have a chance here because Sinner could draw confidence from the match against RBA before, right? That he beat in Dubai, he can draw confidence and think maybe he can beat him again. Maybe that will give him a little confidence. But I'm gonna side with RBA to win this. I think that RBA can get the win here. I think he will, because RBA is way more experienced, and I think that he would have learned from this last loss against Sin. I think he's gonna tweak some things, maybe change things up, and I think that maybe he's way more consistent. He's way young. He's way older. I think as well. I think he's way he's way more experienced. He has more experience than Sinner does. So I'm gonna pick the experience of RBA and to get him over the line here. But I won't be surprised if Sinner wins because he's really been good. But I'm gonna pick RBA. I'm gonna pick his experience to get him over the line in 3 sets. So Sinner will definitely take his sets. It's not gonna be straight sets. I know it won't be, but I'm sure it's what my guess is gonna be. RBA will beat Sinner in 3 sets. So my prediction is RBA in 3 for this one.